Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. And this is a new video in our series managing VMware SSL certificates. Actually, this is the third and the final part from our tutorial. And in this video, we will be covering configuring the VMware SSL Certificates Authority as an intermediate CA. In the past couple of videos, we have gone through the introduction to the management of VMware SSL certificates. Why do we need it, and how to what are the different modes and how to manage it. So please go ahead and watch the previous videos to get a good understanding of how this works. What are the different management modes for the certificate. So in the past couple of videos we have managed we have tried the custom certificates mode. In this very video we will be trying another mode which is to configure the VMCA as an intermediate root CA, right? This week I'm really happy that VMware has selected me for the 9th year to be a VMware vExpert for the year 2024, and I've been in this program since the year 2016. So thank you so much, VMware, and let's get started. So we have gone through this presentation before, but again, we have already covered the second mode. The hybrid mode actually is nothing but a mix of both worlds, this and that. Okay. This time we will be configuring which one? This one here. We will be configuring the VMCA to be an intermediate root CA server in our PKI infrastructure. Okay, so if you have, if you're not familiar with that, then I'd urge you to watch the first video in this tutorial. You will find it in the playlist, and I will be also putting the link to it somewhere here on the screen, and at the end of this video you will find a sticker that will be directly redirecting you there. But I'd urge you to watch the introductory video first if you're not familiar with it. If you are watching this video just to learn directly how to configure the VMCA as an intermediate CA, then okay, ignore all of the other videos and let's get started. Okay, the lab hasn't actually changed. The only thing that will be changing this time is, in the previous video we have used the vSphere client to configure the custom certificates, right? But this time it's applicable only via the CLI interface of the vCenter server. Okay, we will be using the vCenter certificate manager utility. Okay, so let's discover that together, and let's directly go to the lab. All right, so again, this is the same lab from last time, and I'm still having here the custom certificates that we have configured together in the last couple of videos. I will be starting the tutorial now with cleaning up that mess. So we will be resetting all of these certificates. I will show you how. So this is part of the demo. If you are configuring the VMCA into the intermediate CA mode for the first time, then you can skip this part and start from the beginning of the configuration. You can maybe just jump a few minutes in this video, or you can find the chapters in the description, so you can pick which chapter you'd like to go through. Okay, what do we need to start with? We need to start with opening a terminal, because we will be logging into our vCenter server via the command line. And again, as a disclaimer, as I've mentioned in the past couple of videos, the VMCA as an intermediate CA server is not recommended at all by VMware, because it imposes some security threats in case that the access to the vCenter went into the wrong hands, became into the wrong hands, and someone may figure out a way to issue a signed certificate from your PKI infrastructure using your intermediate root CA. In here, in this case, it is the vCenter server. Okay. Before I log into it, again, I'm using the vSphere authentication documentation. I'll put a link for it into the description. We have already gone through this in the past couple of videos, but yeah, in this guide, you will also find the steps on how to configure each mode and what exactly are the requirements for the certificates, the CSR, everything, also in this guide. If you're using vSAN, then please go through this documentation, because the vSAN has a different approach, so you don't need to mess up your vSAN environment in case it's already in production. Okay. What shall we do now? Okay, now we need to run the certificate authority, the certificate manager utility. Okay, so I'll be just copying this command, right? We'll go to the terminal to start first. Yeah, SSH root at VMC. I'm logging into my lab vCenter server. And by the way, if you'd like, in case you haven't watched the previous videos and you'd like to learn about my home lab, the hardware setup, then yeah, I will be putting also a video in the description. I think I've made a mistake here. Sorry. Okay. Root, yes. SSH root at vCenter 0. It's actually VMware vCenter 03.eitn.local. Yes, once again, root at VMware vCenter 03. Should be just working right away. Maybe I have a connectivity issue. Yeah, there was just a halt in my network, so yeah, here it is. Let's log in to it. Okay, great. We need the shell. Yep. Okay. And let's paste the path that we had here. Yeah, let me make this bigger. You smallen it a little bit. Let's quit from it and again. Clear. Yeah. Let's try it once again so you can, yeah, now I'd hope that you can see better. So let me maximize this a bit. Okay, so this is the vCenter certificate manager. So in the past video, we have used the, we have managed the certificates through the web interface from the vSphere client, but in this video, we can only do it via the CLI command. Okay, so we have here different options, okay? And yeah, to replace the machine SSL, replace the VMware CA root certificate, blah, 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 different options. Yeah, let's first reset. You can also revert to the last certificates that were in use, but I will be, yeah, resetting actually everything to replace everything, okay? Before we do this, so I will be I will be choosing option 8. But before we do this, if we check here the certificate once again, yeah, we can check it from different places, but let's check from here. So if you can see now here, the certificate is issued from my PKI infrastructure. This is from my root CA. but it's not the, yeah. Let's reset it, reset everything and see what happens to it. Okay, so I've pressed number 8, press enter. Yeah, and here now it says, yeah, do you wish to generate all certificates, including using the configuration file, yes or no? Yes, but I will not continue. Just hold on a second, because I've remembered something that I think it's better to tweak before we continue. If you remember last time when we have replaced the E6i's certificate with a custom one, we needed first to make a change to our vCenter server under the configuration, okay, under the advanced settings, to set the mode to the advanced, and yeah, we need definitely to do the same thing this time. Yep, so let me check here quickly if the value is custom, because I don't, yeah, now we have it. So you need to, in case you had in your environment the certificates mode set to the management mode set to a custom, then you need to revert it back to VMCA, which is, yeah, you can see the value here. So I need to change this, because I believe I did not try this, but it's better to, yeah, to revert everything, VMCA, to revert everything we have done the last time. So yeah, setting this to this parameter to VMCA will allow the vCenter server, which is the VMCA here, to control the certificates, the SSL certificates of the E6i hosts. All right, it's good that I remembered. Okay, now let's proceed, and the answer is here, yes. Okay, what is it asking for here? Yeah, now it's asking for the username of the admin account to the vCenter server, which in my case here it's the default one. Now it's asking for the password to the administrator of the vCenter server. I will enter it now, and it should begin. Okay, config blah blah blah. Do you wish to to reconfigure the problem? Yeah, the answer is yes, please. So we need to restart everything. I will leave everything to the defaults of VMware, so no need to change or enter anything, just to restore it to the defaults of VMware. Yeah, yes. Example.domain, yeah, it was just yeah, we should here enter the FQDN to the vCenter server, but yeah, in my case, I think, can we just leave it default? I don't think so, but let's give it a name. Okay, so it's VMware vCenter 03.89. Multiple host names, so this is for the host name, so nothing here to be changed. This is just the FQDN to my vCenter server for now, and click enter. No need. Enter a name for VMCA. It should be just VMCA. That's it, the default. Nothing rocket science here. Continue operation. Yes, please. Yep. Yes. You're going to reset, yeah, by regenerating root certificate and replace all certificates using VMCA. Yes, please. Now it's in progress. It will take a few moments or a few minutes. So I will pause the video right now and continue once this is done. But before I pause the video, I'd like to stress again on the fact that you should please go through the documentation. If your infrastructure and the setup is very basic, then you can follow this very video as is. So the purpose of this video is just to guide you to how to do this. All right? And even also for the previous couple of videos. If you have something that is more complex, then please go through the documentation and use it along with this video if you like it, so you can implement either this mode, this time VMCA in intermediate CA mode, or the other modes such as the custom mode that we have covered in the previous video. a couple of videos. One more thing. Usually for the PKI infrastructures, you should have a tiered infrastructure. So in your case, it should be a 2-tier PKI infrastructure. Again, I use Microsoft Certificate Services in this lab. So I have only one CA server, which is the root CA server. But usually in production, you should have 2-tier CA, which is the offline root CA and an intermediate CA. Okay, so in your case, please, go again through the VMware documentation, that guide, the vSphere authentication guide, because of course, for example, in this scenario that we have here, you will need to combine the certificate chain with the certificate of the root, the VMCA root certificate. All right. So in my case here, I will be combining the only root CA I have, in addition to the certificate of this VMCA. In your environment, you will need to combine maybe 3. So your offline root CA certificate plus your intermediate one, and the new intermediate, which is the VMCA. So be careful not to miss that part, because it won't work for your environment. Okay, let's pause the video and continue in a few moments. All right, so now it's complete. Let's check the status here. Let's refresh this page. Okay. Now I'm getting this error again because, of course, the certificate is changed. So let's check the certificate here and compare it with the old one. Yeah, okay, so now as you can see, yes, the organization became VMware. So now we have reset everything back to the default, and we are ready to proceed with the setup. Let's also check the password, the certificate of the that is right now assigned to the ESXi host. Let's check that one together. Okay, so let's go to the hosts. I'd assume that it got, no, this is still, I think I need, no, it should actually be refreshed. Let's do one thing, and it might work. Let's enter the host of the maintenance mode. Okay, and then disconnect it. It should just work, but let's try it that way. Yeah. I'd assume that the certificate got replaced already. Let's connect it. Before connecting it, let's give it a try and connect to it. So HTTPS is ESXi01 local. No, sorry. Yeah, I'm missing L here. Okay, nice. So let's read it. No. Yeah, so it hasn't got changed, but maybe I'm mistaken. So yeah, maybe I'm mistaken about that part. So I think we should manually do it. So let's just get this back to normal, connect it, and exit the maintenance mode. So it still has the other certificate. It still has the one that was manually configured, the custom one. Okay, let's check the vCenter once again and check the parameter that I have changed. VMCA, it should be here. Yeah, this is properly configured. The mode is VMCA. Okay, maybe we need to trigger it manually. It's a good thing to learn. Let's go quickly. Yes, to the certificates. So under here, let's go to administration and then certificate management. I think I need manually to push it. Let's figure that out together, but I believe not. Trusted root CA, maybe, no. I'm sorry, let's go back once again there. Maybe we can pull it just from here. So let's click on, refresh CA certificates. Okay, and then also refresh or renew the certificate itself. Hoping that it works as expected. Let's refresh this page. Yeah. No. Yes, it worked now. So now this became the VMware, engineering VMware once again. So now it's using the VMCA. It's obtaining its certificate now from the VMCA. Nice. So it's not the old one. Okay, great. Okay, but as far as I know, it should be pushed everywhere automatically. Maybe it just needed some time. All right. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure about that part, but as far as I know, because I tried this earlier, that once you reset the certificate via the certificate utility from the certificate manager utility, it pushes the new certificates automatically. But maybe something here went wrong, or maybe we just need to wait a little bit. Anyway, all right, so what should we do next? We should get started with configuring. No, it's not CLS, it's clear. Yeah, with configuring our VMCA to be an intermediate root CA. Okay. We need also to we need to do multiple things. So we need to generate a CSR. We need to copy that CSR to my CA server in my lab. Generate a certificate. Have it signed, and then let's see command to combine the VMCA certificate along with the chain. We can do it manually in a text file, but I'm not really a big fan of that. But let's do it step by step. So yeah, be patient and bear with me. Maybe you need to get yourself, grab yourself a cup of coffee. All right, gents. So you know what? Let me make this a little bit smaller. Okay. Now, what are the options that we have? Replace the machine SSL certificate? No. We have already gone through the machine SSL certificate in the previous videos. And again, the machine SSL certificate is the certificate, the SSL certificate of the VM, of the vCenter server itself. It's the one that you see here assigned to the vCenter server, okay, in the web browser. Okay, so it's for the machine itself, the OS. All right, replace the VMCA root certificate with custom signing certificate. This is the one. And replace all certificates. Yes, this is the one that we should be replacing. Replace machine SSL certificate with the one from VMCA. It's a step that we should be doing. Next. Okay, regenerate a new VMCA root certificate and replace all certificates. Yeah, this one is somehow similar to the resetting everything. Yeah, but I believe, I'm not 100% sure if following this one would have automatically pushed a new certificate to the ESXi or not, because in your production, if you have a big environment, yeah, it's really unnecessary that you go to each ESXi and do it, but it could be the correct one, but I'm not sure for now. Let's just focus on what we need to do. Replace solution user. No, it's with this. This is not in our scope for now. So let's go with option number 2 to replace the VMCA root certificate with a custom one to convert or to configure the VMCA to become an intermediate CA server. So it's selection number 2. Okay, what does it say here? Do you wish to generate all certificates using configuration file option? This is option, yeah, okay. Configuration file? No, we don't have. Using a configuration file? We don't actually. I don't have a configuration file. We need to set the options one by one. Do you wish to generate all? No, so I don't have a configuration file. So the answer here, my answer for now is no. So I can enter all of the details manually. Okay. Okay. What now? What's next? Please provide valid SSO and vCenter privileged user, which is the admin, root admin of the vCenter server. What's the password? Again. Let me make this a little bit to the right. Yeah. Okay. Control.cfg file exists. Do you wish to reconfigure? Let's say yes. Okay. Let's reconfigure it. Okay. Enter proper value for the country. So in my case, you should enter the 2 characters as a code for your country. So in my case, it's Netherlands, so it will be NL. Yes, CA name, CA here. Name for what? Press enter value for name. CA here. I'm not quite sure. Does it mean California or does it mean CA? It doesn't really matter for me. I will keep it just. Yeah, but I believe CA here is it's definitely the province. So yeah, country. What comes after the country should be of course a province or a city or something. So CA here, because they should here say like a province name. Anyway, I will say just NH for North Holland. The organization, it's VMware, it's in this case EITN. You should in your case enter the name of your organization, your company. Okay, value for the organization unit. This is optional. I will call it just IT in my case. The state, which is California here. Let me call it North Holland. The locality, which is it's the city, so I'll call it, for example, Amsterdam, maybe. The IP address, it should be here, the IP address to the vCenter server. So enter proper for the IP address, proper comma, separate value for multiple IP addresses. This is optional, but let's put it in the CSR. I don't mind. But this is a good question because I don't entirely remember it, but this is optional. Can we skip it? You know what? Let's skip it because I don't remember it. I need to ping it and I have no time for this now. Okay. The email address, nothing, could be just admin at ITN local. And you could specify whatever value you want. It's just the values that you fill in for a certificate. All right. Provide multiple host names. So this is here for the FQDN of the vCenter server, which in my case is vmware-vcenter03.eitn local. And in your case, of course, you should put the FQDN of your vCenter server in your environment as it's configured on the server and in the DNS, right? Otherwise, you will be facing problems with, of course, with the yeah, with your certificates, with the validation of the certificates. All right. Okay, enter a proper value for the VMCA here. Okay, so this is your VMCA. Well, you can keep it just VMCA. Well, yeah, nothing in particular. Maybe I can call it VMCA-AITN, for example. So this is the VMCA-AITN. That's this. Okay, enter proper value for VMCA. Okay, this is... Okay, generate certificate signing request and keys for the VM root. Yes. Import custom certificate and keys to replace existing VM. No. So we need to generate here. In this case, we have nothing yet to be imported. So we need here just to generate certificate, the CSR and the key for the root. Yeah, so in this case, the vCenter server will take care of generating the CSR based on the information we have provided, and it will, of course, generate a private key, and it will keep it here. The second option here could be used if you are completely importing everything, and in case you have generated the CSR outside of the vCenter server, and you still have, and you also have the private key out there. But in our case, I'm choosing this one, just number one. Okay, please provide a directory location to write the CSR and private keys. Good question. So let's just give it a path. Yeah, if I hit enter right now, it won't be really a wise decision, but I'm not sure if it's gonna also populate it or not. So if we say here, root, let's see if it's slash root or slash home, but let's give it a try like that. Okay, so now it's generating. Yeah, it has generated the CSR here under, yeah, the root directory slash, yeah, this is the CSR as you can see. Okay, CSR generated at, this is the path, and continue to importing custom certificates and keys for VMCA root signing, or no, exit here. Well, now we should exit because we need to import, and yeah, we need to generate it first. So yeah, exit please. Once everything is ready, then we will be back. I think, yeah, let's go to let me just this. Okay, so let's go. So it has why, what is this, and what's 3rd of March, but we have mentioned, just a moment. So yeah, pwd, actually I'm already at the directory root. Okay, great. And this is why we can see here both the key as well as the CSR. Okay, we can copy it. We can maybe cat, read what's inside. Issued, VMCA issued, CSR. This is the content. We can just copy everything, or yeah, we no longer need this for now. So let's log into my root CA in my environment. So I'm entering the login admin information, AITN. Yes, continue. Let's see what's inside. All right. Okay, great. So this is no. Yeah, this is the VMCA. I think we need a couple of interfaces. We need CMD. Right, as administrator, just in case. I need also cert srv.msc. see, cert serve msc, no, v.msc to open the snippet. Yes, correct. So this is now my infrastructure. This is my root CA, the one that I have. These are certificates that were previously issued. Okay, we need now to copy the CSR here. So yeah, let's go to Explorer, the directory temp on the C drive, which is currently empty, which is really nice. Okay, let me create here under the temp, let me create a text file for the CSR, vmca. Let's just keep the extension as is. I will just copy the content and then we'll be back. And be sure to copy the entire body of the text here from the very beginning. Don't miss anything. Other than this, it won't really work. Okay, until here. Yes, see this? Yeah, right here. Copy it. Let's go to the Windows machine here, paste it. Let's make sure that no extra spaces or anything in here. Okay, save it. It's saved. Let me just change the extension. I think CER should just work. Should just work fine. I don't believe that the extension would matter at all. I don't believe so. But let's just make it as the usual extension for Windows, which is CER. If it's CSR, it should work. If it's just text, I believe it would also work with no issues, but let's just stick to it. All right, so what's next? The next step here is we need to sign this CSR request, right? But before we continue, my apologies. The name here is actually for a certificate. The extension, I mean, sorry, it should not be CER. CER is the certificate extension. Okay. The Windows one is REQ, which is requests. Okay. So yeah, let's rename it like that. And yeah, let's see how to get this one signed. All right, gents. So after after copying the CSR content here to my root CA server and giving the file a name, okay, we need now to generate the CA certificate. We will be using the CMD terminal with a command to generate it, but we need a template here. So we need a certificate template to generate it. The only one I have here is the one from the last demo, which is the vSphere template. And I use this for the machine SSL certificate as well as the ESXi certificate for the custom mode. But we can't use the same one because this is just a computer certificate. It's not a CA certificate. So we need to use a different certificate template, which is this one in this case. But we need to create a new one out of this template. So there's a guide, of course, to follow. I'll be putting the link not really in the description because the description will be full of a lot of things, but I will be creating an article on my blog so you can easily follow the steps, and it's still available on the other blog, on the other article anyway, but I may create a new one just to keep everything organized. Anyway, okay, so here we go. We need to duplicate this one, not to use the default one because we need to alter the settings. So we need to right click on here after opening the CA server console. We need to right click on certificate templates, click manage. Right here, let's scroll down to subordinate certification authority, right click, and let's duplicate. Now we need to adjust these, so let's make this Windows 2000 12R2, and this should also, this doesn't really matter, but let's make it Windows 2008. Let's actually follow a guide for this. So to open the guide here on this, again on this article, if you go scroll down a little bit, starting the steps for the custom mode, here the first one, the first step, it says create certificate template. So let's open this in a different page. There it is. Okay, so this article describes the both creating the custom certificate, a certificate template for the custom VMCA mode, or also creating another one for the root, as you can see, for the VMCA to be a root, a subordinate CA. So these are the steps. We have already duplicated it. He's asking to set this to Windows 2000 or 2, but by the way, this is an old article, so this is for vSphere 6 or later. But in this case, I thought to give it to choose Windows 2012. I think if we go even higher, it doesn't really matter, but I don't really think it will make much of a difference anyway. Okay, set this to that. I think that's what I've already did. What I've done already. Yes, so it's still here. R2. Yeah, let's make this also R2, please. Yep. Okay, great. Let's go back to the documentation. Okay, hit the general tab in the template display name. Give it a name. Let's give it just a name. Okay. I'm gonna call it maybe just sub CA. Maybe. In case in your environment, you have you need to give it a different name, then it's up to you. I will call it just sub CA for ease for now. Yeah, for the validity, 5 years. You could make it even greater, but yeah, let's not make it greater than needed, because again, using the VMCA as a subordinate CA these days, especially with the vSphere 8, it's not really recommended by VMware, okay, as a good practice. But the option is there. I haven't heard that they are gonna decommission it. As we speak, it's still, I'm recording this video in March 2024, and this subject is still valid, and I think it will be always there. Okay, what's next? Okay, we have given it a name. Okay, ensure publish certificate in Active Directory is selected. Yeah, I will tell you now why this is needed, but okay, let's see here. To have it published in the Active Directory. Yeah, publish it in Active Directory. Okay, do not automatically re-enroll if you duplicate. Okay, let's keep it as is. As specified here. What's next? Okay, click extensions, and then under the basic constraints, enable this extension. Okay, so let's go to extensions. Basic constraints, edit, or double click and enable this extension. It's already enabled by default, so I believe that we cannot make any changes here, but let's just get back to the documentation to see. Click enable the extension. It's already enabled, so nothing really needs to be done here. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, ensure that digital signature, certificate signing, and CRL signing are enabled. Okay, under this is under key usage, so let's go under key usage, this extension, double click or edit, digital signature, certificate signing, CRL signing is also selected. Let's go to the documentation to compare. Signature, certificate signing, and CRL signing are enabled, which is true. Ensure that make this extension critical is enabled also, so it's already selected by default. Nothing here actually to change. Let's get back here, and I think that's it. Click OK. Proceed to adding a new certificate templates section to the article to make a newly created certificate template. Yeah, adding a new certificate template. This is certificate templates, new certificate template to use, which is fine. Yeah, okay, it's okay. Let's just do yeah, to republish it, to publish this template to be in use. Okay, so nothing else should be adjusted. Security is fine. Issued requirements, nothing else should be adjusted here. And then let's click on OK. What is it saying? Yeah, the following template name has already been used. Enter unique template name. Has already been used. I've never used it. It could be there, but I've never seen it. Yeah, let's call it. No worries. Let's call it VMCA sub CA template. Okay, VMCA sub CA. And okay, I can't really see here anything called sub CA. It could be hidden. Maybe if we enable the advanced. No, it's not from here. Anyway. Okay, so the template has been duplicated. Great, nothing else to be done here. Let's publish this template to be used, because if we go here under templates, as you can see here, let me refresh this for you. Refresh, it's not there, right? So we definitely need to republish it, to publish it to be in use. So right click, new certificate templates to use. This will be publish. This is the way to publish a certificate template to be in use. It's called VMCA. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, yes. Great, so it's there. Yes, excellent. All right, so right now let's use the account, the command to issue the certificate. We can just go back here and use this command. Yes, this command here with the certificate CRL certificate request utility. Let's go here, and I am navigating. Yeah, I'm navigating here to the directory under the CMD, the directory where the request is available. So let's just paste the command. Let's edit it. Yeah, we need to make a couple of changes, a few changes. Yeah, this is the certificate template, so let's replace it with VMCA-sub CA. This is the name of the template that we have just created and published. Okay, this is the request file name, the CSR. It's called VMCA in my case. Maybe you have a different name, so just make sure that it's correct in here. And yeah, the file should be called. It has a specific name to be given, but let's just call it VMCA CER, and that's it. Click and hit enter. Choose this one. Hopefully it works with no issues. Or yeah, the file got created, but let's see if should there be any errors here or something. Yeah, it's period, blah 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 blah. Okay, so it's created perfectly fine. So this is the certificate file got issued. Let's examine it. Just double click on it on the Windows. So it's issued to and issued by. Let's see here the details, the certificate path. Okay, great. Yeah, so it should work fine. This is fine. Yeah, we should now import it. So let's import it into the vCenter server. You can just copy the file and yeah, pass the file directly into the vCenter server under the same path where you had the key, if you remember. Yeah, use SCP didn't really work for me and the terminal. Yeah, but you can use, maybe if you're using Windows, you can maybe use WinSCP or something. Well, there is still a missing step here. We need to combine in the certificate file. We need to combine it with the root CA. So we need to export the root CA. Let me clear this of our CA here to export the certificate and combine it with the VMCA subordinate certificate. Okay, CA certificate. This is a requirement, yeah, because it needs to have the chain of the certificate within the same file. Okay, you can of course just export the root CA certificate to a file and combine it using, if I'm not mistaken, using utility command. Maybe you can use OpenSSL, but I will be using the manual way. I will just manually copy and paste. Right, which is possible. It has a logic, so let's just follow it. So now we need to export the file, the certificate, sorry, of the root CA, and this is the command. So it will be printed in the CMD, and also a file will be also created. I will just use it. Yeah, I'm just copying this and I will put it in the same file. So it has an order that it needs to be followed for the, in terms of the construction of the file. Okay, so we need to go down below. So the VMCA subordinate certificate comes first, and then the root CA certificate follows. If in your environment you are using a tiered PKI infrastructure, then make sure to embed or add all of your intermediate certificates to the same certificate file. So let me just make sure that everything here is okay, no extra spaces. Yeah, it looks really fine. I can save it. I'll keep it open because I will be copying the same content once again. Just copy. Okay, where did I get this? Yeah, it's mentioned in the documentation. Yeah, just give me one moment here to look for it. Yeah, as you can see here. So what is the name of this article here? Yeah, it says, yeah, generating CSR with vSphere blah 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 intermediate. After generating it, here, how to build the file itself, the certificate file itself, it needs to be built like that. So it should start again with the VMCSA certificate, root certificate, and any intermediate, and it ends with your root CA. Right? The certificate file should be named this file. Okay, so we will give it this name inside the vCenter server. Okay. So let's log into the vCenter server now. Okay, and move the certificate and continue the procedure. Great. So let's SSH into our vCenter server once again. SSH roots at VMware. Let's see, this is the host name to my vCenter server in the lab. I think I've made a mistake. Yeah, just SSH. Right, give me the password. Yeah, type shell, we need the shell. Great, okay, now by default we are at the root, which is the same path. We have generated the CSR and the key. We need also to put the certificate file here. Yeah, because we will be pulling it from here. Let's do the following. Let's paste. Let's paste the content of the certificate in the file. But before we do this, we need to follow a specific format for the name, which is this here. All right. So let's copy this and go here and let's create a file for it. So yeah, touch, and the same file name, vi root CAR. Okay, great. And then press I use the vi utility, which is the only thing you can use, I believe, in the vCenter shell. Okay, let's paste the content here. Paste. Great. I believe it's in good shape. Let's save the file. If we cat it once again, then root signing. Great. Now, the next step is to run the certificate manager utility once again. Let's go to the command. Where was it? Or was the command? I believe it's just this one. Yep. No, it doesn't copy friendly. Yeah. Let's go to our shell once again and paste. So this time we will continue what we did in the last time. So let's do the following. Once again, number 2 here to replace the VMCA root certificate with the custom one. So number 2. Okay, do you want to generate using the config file? No, we don't want to use a config file. So N. We need to get authenticated once again. Okay, and the password of the admin of the vCenter server. Okay, there is an existing config file for this. Would you like to use it or not? In this case, we will use the same one. We're not gonna overwrite or change anything because we will continue to use the same CSR and the key. So let's say yes. Do you wish to reconfigure? No, the answer should be no. Right. In this case, in the last time, we used option number 1 to generate the CSR. In this case, now we are importing. Okay, so we were choosing number 2. Go ahead. Okay, and okay, please provide a valid certificate name. Before you get to this, you need to take a note of the certificate file name and the key name as well, please. So I have them already here in my notes. I'll copy this one. Let's come here and just paste. This is the certificate, and now it's asking for the key for the root. Let's go back again here and copy this name. Let's make sure that it's yes. Yeah, are you going to replace root certificate with custom certificate and regenerate all of the other certificates? Yes, please. Right, so it will be taking some time, few minutes. Here, I will pause the video and get back to you once it's complete. Right, here we go again, and it took like 10 minutes, I believe. Now it has completed successfully. So now let's see what happened. So let's go to the vCenter console and check what exactly is going on. So let's refresh this. Yeah, now it seems to have a new certificate. Let's yeah, it's untrusted, but this is fine. Again, as mentioned in the previous video, this one is untrusted because on my MacBook here, the root CA is not actually, of my lab, is not actually trusted here, so this is why. But we will try it inside the lab from a machine that trusts everything. So yeah, now we can see that, yeah, this certificate is issued to this. The organization is this. The common name is NH. Maybe I believe that I've made a mistake. I believe so, because the common name, it shouldn't be NH. I think it was about, it's not the common name, it was about the, yeah, maybe I misunderstood this, so my problem. So we will see now what's gonna happen inside. Okay. cancel this. Okay, let's log in and see what's going on inside. I'm also curious to see. No, not this. Let's just log in. Let's also see the vCenter. The ESXi host, has it been replaced automatically or not yet? This is a new one. Let's see if it got replaced automatically or no. It's still the VMCA. Okay. Yeah, let's get inside the vCenter server. Yeah, if it was a mistake in the CSR, it's fine. It's easy to do, so maybe we can do it again. If needed, I will do it. I will just pause the video and do it. So no need for you guys to see everything in here. Okay, let's see what's happening. Nice. So now we have a new certificate for the root CA, VMCA. It has here a new certificate for the root CA itself. Valid until, yeah, today is the 3rd of March 2024, and it's valid for a couple of years. Yeah. Why is this valid for a couple of years? It should be for more, but okay, let's view the details. It was like 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so the common name is NH. The issued by, yeah, I will make sure what happened to this, but most likely this is incorrect. Mistake from my side. Issued by, yeah, so now this is issued by my root CA, of course, to a, yeah, the organization, blah, blah, blah. Let's see the certificate, the machine SSL certificate. Yeah, this is also a new one, but let's check if this is, yeah. Nice. So this is issued by NH. So NH is the VMCA, but this is again, this is just a naming and a name mistake here. But anyway, the machine certificate got the machine SSL certificate got automatically issued by the VMCA via the VMCA itself, since it's a subordinate CA right now. Not sure about the ESXi host. Let's give it a try. Trusted root certificates. Let's see here what else. No, let's see if something else useful we can read here maybe. So let's check this one. View certificates. Okay, it's the same one. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's the same one. Okay, great. Okay, let's go to the ESXi host. Here, inventory. So this is the host. Let's see what's happening there. All right, so this time it's issued by VMware, VMware Engineering, VMware Palo Alto. No, it hasn't been automatically changed. Maybe I need to refresh it. Could be after the reboot it gets fixed, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's refresh this one. Let's see what happens if the new CA gets updated here. Yeah, so I think, yeah, the common name is VMCA. Now we see nothing has yet changed. Renew the certificate, please. So let's see what happens. Yeah, it should. Oh, we have an error. Refresh the public. Refresh the subject certificate of the host. A general system error occurred. Unable to get a signed certificate. Okay, for host name ESXi01 error. Start time error. Okay, I'm not sure. Not 100% sure what is going on here. Could be a reboot could be is needed. It wasn't, honestly, it wasn't directly mentioned in the documentation, but yeah, the VMCA right now should be responsible for issuing the certificates to the ESXi hosts. Okay, maybe we need to disconnect and reconnect again. Let's try that approach. It was required for the manual. I'm sorry, the custom certificate mode that we disconnected and put it. Yeah, now it's disconnected. I should have put it into maintenance mode first, but it doesn't really matter because no VMs are hosted on the host anyway. Okay. Let's connect again. If not, maybe I will reboot it quickly to see what's wrong. If it connects now, then the certificate is okay. Processing data. Let's again check the certificate of the host. Yeah. Where is that certificate? Yeah, there it is. Certificate. I can't say that there's a change. No, there is no change, honestly. Yeah, no change yet. This is not good. 3 p.m. I'm not sure, honestly, what are the time settings on the host. I don't believe it's the issue at all, but let's check the time configuration. It's now it's also 5 p.m. This is correct. Manual setup. Okay, let's try to refresh once again the CA certificate. No errors are yet generated. Yeah, processing from vCenter. Okay, agent. Renew the certificate. Let's see, and then I will give it a try to reboot. Okay, give me a moment to reboot it and let's see. Right, so it's being rebooted and let's just give it a moment and see, and then yeah, if it didn't get fixed, maybe we can quickly search the error message. Yeah. Okay, great. The boot is complete. Let's go back to the vCenter server and see, and also this interface. It's not just the vCenter server. I'd like to see here if the ESXi host got a new certificate yet, or no. Not really. No, not really. This was issued yesterday. I'm not sure why is it seeing the date as yesterday. Today is the 3rd. Anyway, let's go to the console. Let's refresh after reboot. Let's go to config, certificate. Yep. And again, yeah, the certificate is, it's just that it's from the yesterday, but I haven't powered on the server yesterday. Anyway, okay, it's a refresh. Let's renew the certificate. Maybe because it's pointing to something incorrect. Okay, so we have the same one. Let's quickly Google this one, maybe. Yeah, start time and the error code, a general system error occurred. Okay, ESXi cert new world error. If it's something easy, then maybe we can fix it right away. Sound certificate could not be removed due to start time, blah 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 blah. Remember to renew a success certificate just after making vCenter. Let's see this. Oh, nice. This is a nice article from a nice gentleman. So yeah, he got the same issue here. Let's see how to fix it. So it's a good thing also to get this to face this error here. You may see also the following blah 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 blah. We don't need to go through the logs, but anyway, let's see how to find the solution. This issue happens because vCenter VMware certificates by 24 hours. Oh, okay. This issue happens because vCenter VMware VCA authority predates VMware v6i certificate by 24 hours to avoid time synchronization issues. Okay, you can wait for 24 hours after replacing the VMCA certificate. Oh, that could be a reason. With an enterprise subordinate CA for or yeah, attempt to add additional hosts to vCenter server if there is a need to renew certificate for ESXi immediately, then change the VPXT blah 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 4 to 10. Okay. Advanced settings. Okay, let's give it a try to change this parameter under the advanced settings. Could be the reason. Maybe it's okay. Good one. Hope so. So let's go to the vCenter server. Where was it? Yes, this one again. Let's go to the vCenter server itself. Configuration. Let's go under the edit. Yeah, let's filter here. I hope that this parameter is available. Yeah, because nice. So now it's 14. Let's set it to this, and then maybe we can. In your production, you should return it to the value of 1440 once again. Should be okay. I'm not sure if the the management agents, should they be also updated or not, restarted I mean, on the ESXi host. Let's give it a try. Okay, here. Okay, let's give it a try with the host and see what happens. The host again, let's go to the certificate, refresh this one please. Yes, yeah, it's correct now. It should actually reflect something new here. Okay, let's try to renew the certificate and see. No error yet. It says here completed. Let's refresh. Yeah, now it's fixed. Nice. Yeah, well done. Really nice. So now, as you can see, everything, the CN has changed. Everything is cool. Let's see. Let's check the host itself if the certificate is changed, and then we will move to a computer with that trusts this. So now it has a new one from issued by the CA, new CA. Excellent. So now this is working, the connection. So now that's really nice. I will be including that article also in the the link to this article in my blog's article, just in case you face this. So now you know, and that's a new thing for me also to learn. All right, what's next? We need to test that the certificates are trusted in our environment. We have gone through this in the last in our last couple of videos, but if you're just watching the series as of this video, then you don't know what I'm talking about. So this client computer here it's a domain joined computer, okay, that trusts the certificates issued by the root CA in the lab. So let's give it a try and log into the vCenter server after making it a VMCA. I'd assume that the certificates will not be initially trusted, especially for the ESXi, because we don't have the new subordinate CA trusted. We have only one trusted CA, which is our root CA. Let me show you, and then we I'm not sure if it's gonna be published right away or not, but let's give it a try. We need to go to the MMC. Yeah, we need to open the certificates. Come on. Okay. Some stupidity. Yeah, once again. Run. MMC. Okay, let's have the certificates. Snap in. Yeah, from action. No. From file add snap in. Let's add the certificates, and we need to choose the computer account, okay, because it's nothing is personal. It's not a personal account here. Yep, let's explore what we have here. So the trusted root certificates. I think we should see only one certificate inside, but let's give it a try. I mean, for our environment, yeah. So we have our root CA, which is fine. I can't see the vCenter server in here. The VMCA, which is great. So we're gonna do this together in a moment, okay? So let's open the vCenter server. Actually, let's keep this up open. Let's open the vCenter server. I believe that the certificate will be trusted, but for the ESXi, it won't. But let's give it a try. Okay, so we need to go to VMC dash, no, not VMC, VMware dash VC02, which is my, no, VMware dash VC02 dot, actually it's the 03, sorry, yeah, this is my lab. Excellent, so as you may see here, I've just, you no need to log in, I just opened my console to the vCenter server with this certificate, so it's trusted. So here it says, yeah, the certificate, the connection is secure, the certificate is trusted, the certificate is valid. If we examine this certificate here, it says, yeah, it's issued to the vCenter server, it's issued by the NH. The NH again is the wrong name I gave to my VMCA, but it's the VMCA certificate, which is perfectly fine. Great. Okay, let's try to open a console to the ESXi host directly to see if its certificate, which got issued, is trusted or not. I think it should, but it shouldn't, because we did not have the new intermediate CA certificate trusted in our Active Directory, but maybe because we did that checkbox to the template, that's why. Anyway, let's go to the ESXi, HTTPS, ESXi1. Oh, it's also, yeah, this one is also trusted, which is okay, which is really nice. So I believe that because here in the properties of the template, where was it? Yeah, let's go quickly over there once again. I'm not 100% sure of this, but it's a good sign. Yeah, under this template that we've created, I believe that because we have checked this box, so now this certificate is published to the Active Directory, which means that the machines trust the certificates issued by this template. But yeah, I'm not 100% convinced, but let's see the issued certificates in here. So the last one that was issued today is, yeah, this is the intermediate CA. Okay, let's go back there and let me examine this once again, because yeah, I think we should see the NH, the VMCA, I mean, in here. So issued by, yeah, it's not in here. Anyway, let me tell you a way to fix it in case the new subordinate CA's certificates are not trusted in your web browser after configuring the VMCA as an intermediate CA. So you need to configure this in the group policy. So you need just to go No, this is not the group policy actually. Yeah, let me go to my. Yeah, let me make another connection and let me go to the vCenter. My domain controller. Actually, let's do it from the vCenter interface for ease. Yeah, here. So this is another vCenter server. Ignore it, as if you don't see it. This is the vCenter server of the lab, and I have another vCenter server inside, but ignore it. Yeah, let's go. So this is my domain controller. gpmc.msc. You need to do the following. You need to go, if I remember correctly. Yes, you need to edit your group policy object. So in case, yeah, you have just the default one, which is the default GPO. Group policy results. What's this interface? Group policy management, yeah. Yeah, ITN, the domain. So the default one, for example, in case you're using this one, but usually in your environment you should have hold on, other GPOs. Anyway, to the GPO, you need to edit the GPO, edit. And under the computer, under policies, under administrative templates, no, Windows. We need to go to the security settings. Yes. Under the security settings, let me check it. I can't remember where exactly was it. Where you can upload the certificate of the new CA. Yeah, public key policies. No, not this one. Yeah, IPsec, IP security policies. Not this. Let's check this section. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So here it's the correct place. So again, if you go to the GPO under the computer configuration, under Windows settings, under security settings, and then under public key policies. Here you can see trusted publishers, or yeah, trusted root certificate authorities. Double click here, we can see just one. If we go one step up, let's go to the intermediate certificate authorities. It should be in here, but by default it's not. But I'm really, yeah, maybe I don't know enough about that, but I was expecting the certificate here not to be trusted. Anyway, usually if you face such a problem, anyway, you just go to this place again, and under the intermediate, you just need to go right click, you need to import, and you need to import the certificate of the intermediate CA, import it manually here. So you export it in your root CA, you export the certificate to a SIR file, for example. If you don't know how to, you can go, you know what, let's do it quickly. So this is the certificate of the intermediate root CA, right click, or actually double click. We need to export it. If you go to details, if you need, let's say open to copy to a file, we are gonna use the CER format, defaults as is. Right, what's the file name? Let's give it the name of file. Let's go to the C drive. Just anywhere under the temp. We can also use this, by the way. We can use this one. No, not this one. I mean this file in here. But let's create a new one. We don't need to have a chain, the full chain inside. So let's call it VMCA sub CA, yeah, .cer. Okay. Yes. Great. So if we go to the file, there it is, the new certificate. If we go to sub CA, this is the one that we have just exported. Yeah, it's trusted. of course, but trusted on this machine. Let's copy it quickly. And let's go to our domain controller, which is, yeah, this is the path on my domain controller under temp. Let me just paste it over there. Let's go back to the domain controller. Yep, here we need to import. So, yeah, machine, local machine, next. File. Not this one. We have this one. So this is the new one, subca. This is the certificate file. Okay, next, and finish. Now the certificate has been, of the intermediate CA has been imported here. I find this the correct way to do it, but yeah, I believe that checking the box fixed this. Anyway, this is an extra point. Yeah, I'm sorry if we took much time, more extra time than needed, but I believe this is interesting. Okay, let's go here and check now. Maybe we need to run a GP update first, but let's give it a try and refresh first. Maybe it got just got pushed. It's a lab environment anyway. Everything is yeah, refresh. Small in here. Okay, let's go to the intermediate certificates. No, not yet. Root agency, no. So yeah, not under the trusted root, not under the third-party root certificate authorities. Of course not, because this is from our PKI, so we can't find it here. Of course not. Of course not. So again, trusted publishers, no. Trusted root certificates, it can't be here because it should be in the intermediate repository here. It should be in here. CRL, nothing in here. Okay, intermediate. Okay, let's make a GP update quickly to conclude this video. GP update. Of course, I said GP edit a while minutes ago. I meant GP update. Sorry. Okay, let's give it a moment. Okay, let's see what happened. I hope that it gets replicated. No. You need just to refresh this. Nice. Now we can see the intermediate certificate is here now. Trusted, and if I run this again, it should not break or anything. Yeah, it's still trusted, huh? Yes, still trusted. The vCenter is also trusted. Okay. Sorry guys if the video got a bit longer than needed, but I think, yeah, it's not really longer than needed because we needed to go through the details, the theory, and how it works. I have made multiple mistakes around and I had to pause, correct, and review the documentation. So now, the nice thing is, we both learned something new. So this is literally the very first time that I configure a VMCA CA in an intermediate CA mode in this video. I've never done it before. I've never tried it before. So this is the first time for me. So now all of us have learned something new. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will be making a summary of all of the commands, the important URLs for this VMCA mode on my blog, and I will put the URL in the description of this video. If you couldn't find it in the description because maybe you have just watched the video right after publishing it, then please give me just an hour or two and I will put it, or yeah, if you already know the address to my blog, it's mosnotes.com, then yeah, please pay me a visit there, and yeah, you will find the article. All right, that's pretty much everything. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a lot. Yeah, it's been like 5 hours or more for me recording this video. Thank you so much and see you in future tutorials. Bye-bye.